Hello, everyone, and welcome to Maple Grove Fieldhouse for CTN's coverage of Section 5 3A Volleyball Tournament action. Tonight, the number 8 seeded Maple Grove Crimson welcome the number 9 seed Coon Rapids Cardinals. Joe Young and Howie Shapiro high above the action. And Howie, this should be an interesting one. Two teams that met at the very beginning of the season. Maple Grove coming away with a 3-1 victory after the Cardinals won in Game 1. All 4 games, though, very close in points.
Yeah, and you look at the records of both teams. A few more wins for the Crimson. Crimson have won, I believe, 5 out of their last 6 games, and they've done so without some starters in the lineup. So they're getting back a full lineup here this evening, and as you mentioned, the Cardinals played Maple Grove the first game of the year. It was actually the first game of the year for the Cardinals, the third game of the year for the Crimson. So obviously both teams have had some chance to grow during the season, and I think we're going to see a pretty close match.
Yeah, the Crimson coming in hot, as you mentioned, winners of 5 out of their last 6. That includes 3 wins in a tournament, and then sweeps over both Park Center and Elk River. 2 conference teams the Cardinals beat during the regular season as well.
There's head coach Steve Getchell, his 4th season. Also was the coach previous to this over at Armstrong. We had a chance to talk to him. That's my backyard, Armstrong. And he could care less, but.
So look at the starters for Coon Rapids: Alicia Reinhardt, Paige Jones, the outside hitters. In the middle, Tori Crafty, Megan Hayes, and Olivia Young, and Michelle Yanni. For the Crimson, Stephanie Davison, Emily Gilman, and Erin Engel. Lauren Millen, Mallory Johnson, and Alexis Wong, the setter.
Of course, the winner of this match will have the task of taking on the number 1 seed Osseo on Friday evening at Osseo. So whoever comes out of this game is going to have a tough chore on their next round.
Maple Grove starts with the serve. The Cardinal attack is long. So first point of the evening goes to the Crimson. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure how Maple Grove did against Osseo. I do know the Cardinals actually played them pretty well. They lost the match, but were able to keep each game close. Paige Jones getting a little bit on top of that ball, trying to attack from midcourt. And 2 quick unforced errors gives Maple Grove the 2-0 lead.
They lost in 3 to Osseo, 3-0.
And now another unforced error as Tori Crafty called for the 2-hand touch. And so far, no aces, but Coon Rapids has not been able to return the ball in play. There's an ace right there.
Well, one of the things that Coach Megan Lee talked to me about, hitters can't not make errors today, and then they want to control the ball as much as they can. They're going to get their first point of the opening match, but they're going to come out here, Joe, and be very aggressive from the service line.
Well, that was 4 points for Maple Grove without hitting the ball other than the serve, and that is not how the Cardinals were hoping to start. Big attack on the left side for Davison. Cardinals pick it up. Reinhardt attacking the other way, and she gets the kill.
Again, being aggressive. Good job with Alicia Reinhardt with the kill. That is her 248th kill of the season.
It was a diving save by Engel, but then the 2-hand play by the Crimson, and the Cardinals have cut the lead to 1.
That's exactly what Coon Rapids wanted to do after falling behind 4-1.
Attacking and playing it out the far side is Stephanie Davison, and we're tied at 4.
I asked Coach Getchell what it would be like with his starters coming back, and will that improve those players? Will that improve his squads? He said it depends on those players playing around those starters coming back into the lineup. They're looking for a solid effort from all included. Crafty
continuing from the service line, poked over by Johnson. Cardinals don't get a good set, pushed over by Kubik. And then a little miscommunication on the Crimson side of the net, and Coon Rapids has its first lead of the game.
Now, we talk about all the time, volleyball is a game of runs, and the Cardinals are getting a nice run here as they fell behind 4-1, now taking the lead with 4 straight points. 5 straight points.
And a little More miscommunication on the Maple Grove side of the net as Steve misplayed it. I believe it was Engel right behind her. And 6 straight points for the Cardinals. And a bad serve turns it back over. So we've had 11 points and only 1 kill. Only one.
That was a nice little run from the service line by Tori Crafty, though, until she put that one in the net.
Only 1 point that, I guess you could say the only point that was earned was the Reinhardt kill. Attacked by Wong, pushed back over. Tapped over by Davison. Paige Jones trying to get a little tricky, but the Crimson able to pick it up. Reinhardt in the middle, taps it over and finds the floor. Her second kill of the game.
Well, and you have to be so concerned with her power that she was able to get that soft little push over the top of the net. Caught the defense off guard a little bit. I think they're getting back on their heels, expecting something with some power.
Young serving now for the Cardinals. Wong attacking, and it's long. Cardinals able to pick up the Davison attack. Another kill for Alicia Reinhardt.
Yeah, she's so aggressive and so dominant when she gets the vertical.
And so 6'3".
Yeah, so definitely so 6'3".
It definitely helps.
About twice as tall as you.
Almost.
Almost.
Good attack right down the middle for Mallory Johnson. First kill of the evening for the Crimson.
You talk about power and you talk about efficiency and just hitting that end line. No opportunity for Coon Rapids to get the return. Cardinals with a 9-6 lead.
Rebecca Scott comes in and takes over at the service line. Miss hit by Hayes. And the lead down to 2.
Crimson looking to see if they can go on a run of their own.
Good pickup by Kubik, but a two-hand touch by Crafty at the front line, trying to set it up. And it's 9-8. Yanni picks it up, the attack by Reinhardt, and it was off the top of the net. And we're tied.
Oh, good job by Maple Grove to get back into it and not to score up.
Block at the net by Alexis Wong puts Maple Grove back in front for the first time since they were up 4-0. Reinhardt attacking, another big stuff block by Mallory Johnson this time.
Oh, just great timing by Mallory Johnson for the stuff block. She's able to time that ball back over the net from Coon Rapids and get the point for her squad. Crimson up by 2.
Great drop serve right there by Rebecca Scott for the ace. And a timeout, Coon Rapids.
And Megan Lee's going to call a timeout, talk to her squad. They had the lead. They relinquished it to Maple Grove, and now Maple Grove up 12-9 in this what I think is a very important first game. Sets the tone for the rest of this match.
Well, and serve return has been such an important part of the Cardinals' success or lack thereof this season. It was what they wanted to focus on from the very beginning, and they have had spurts where they've had a bit of trouble. Last week against Blaine, 5 straight aces to close out a loss in a game that they had the lead in.
Yeah, and that's disheartening to a club because you have the lead and to give up 5 aces to close that game out. Supporters here for the Crimson on their home court.
Rebecca Scott back at the service line has won 6 straight points for the Crimson on her serve. And make it 7 as Hayes hits her long. And another two-hand touch called. That's the third called against Coon Rapids in this first game. One called against Maple Grove. A lot of unforced errors on both sides of the net early in this contest. Reinhardt just tips it over and gets her third kill.
And the Cardinals needed that point. They stopped the bleeding a little bit, down 14-10. An opportunity with the serve. Most aces on this squad this season is the young lady at the service line.
Picked up by Scott, the set. And able to blow it through this block attempt with Stephanie Davison.
Well, the Cardinals didn't hold the serve very long. Give it right back to the Crimson with a 15-10 lead.
Davison serving, picked up nicely by Yanni. Poked over and to the floor by Courtney Pasiewicz.
Courtney with a nice job of just finding that little soft spot behind the front line. Getting the point and the serve back for her squad.
And now it's Paige Jones serving. Pushed over. Reinhardt plays it back up front. Pasiewicz went up, and it's Wong that gets it to the floor.
Well, I think the set a little bit too close to the top of the net. You're going to see it here, just not able to, I don't think, do what she wanted to do with that set.
Now Alexis Wong at the service line. Yanni passes it back over. Pushed toward the floor and just long by Reinhardt. She had a good idea. She thought she was looking for that back corner. There was definitely a hole there, but she couldn't quite keep it in play. And now Wong serves it into the net.
That's an important miss for the Cardinals. Now they're down 17-12. An opportunity as this game gets into the later stages to try and go on a run of their own and get back into this contest.
Scott attacking wide. And the lead down to 4 for Maple Grove. Great serve by Megan Hayes right to the back corner for the ace.
That cuts the lead to 3 at 17-14. Watch it again, as you're right. Just a great placement to the back end. And the point for the Cardinals.
Hayes looking for that corner again. This time it's picked up. The block at the net by Courtney Pasiewicz.
And this time the Crimson going to talk things over, calling a timeout after relinquishing a relatively hefty lead. Down to just 2 now for Coon Rapids. They have the serve and an opportunity to try and get a point away from tying this up.
Highlights of tonight's action will be upcoming on Sports Night on Monday night. Also, a couple of highlights from the football playoff contest last night. Boys and girls cross country section tournament takes place tomorrow. Both boys and girls Cardinal teams defending champions trying to return to the state tournament.
Of course, the winner of
state meet.
Yeah, of course, the winner of this game will go to play Friday. If it's the Cardinals, I'm sure we'll have some highlights of that contest on as well.
And I'm looking forward to another short show, I'm thinking.
I think you'd be probably correct. 15-minute one.
Set to the near side. Another block by Pasiewicz. This time it's picked up by the Crimson. Engen attacking. Picked up again by Maple Grove. This one just poked over by Engel. One of the longest volleys of the night so far. Reinhardt, a blast. Great pickup by the Crimson. Very impressive that they were able to turn that around. Young can't get it to the floor. Finally, Engel gets the kill for Maple Grove.
Well, it's an excellent point, and none better than that save on that blast from Reinhardt. There's the winning point, but that save, because that ball is coming at you awfully quick.
Yeah, I think it was Rebecca Scott that made the initial pickup on the attack by Reinhardt. Nice save. And unfortunately, the Cardinals cannot turn it around. A little miscommunication. Yanni,
I just lost sight of it.
she had to go to the floor to pick up the serve and then wasn't quite ready when the pass came back. Engel serving with a 19-15 lead. Another diving serve and just pushed over by Ashley Engen.
You get a little luck. Sometimes that's a good thing, and that ball just weakly fell over the top of the net onto the floor. You're going to see it here. Maybe a little bit of mishit, but she'll take the point.
Pasiewicz serves long, and Maple Grove will have game points as Alicia Stieg steps to the service line.
No, they're a little ways from game yet.
What was I thinking? 21. I knew that. Wake up. Young finds the sideline, gets the serve back for Coon Rapids.
Trying to make it 21-17.
Oh.
No, I guess it was out. I don't know. That kind of looked like it hit the line to me.
I thought it did hit the line, but apparently called out, and it's a 21-16 lead for the Crimson.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look at that and see if that did hit the line. It looked awful close. Yeah, it's tough to say from there, but it looked like it may have hit the line.
Well, the official has a much better view than either us or our cameras.
It wasn't like the call of the full reception last night.
You had to bring that up, didn't you?
I had to, of course, because it's been bothering me ever since. Not that in the scheme of things, I don't think it would have mattered in the outcome of that football game, but nonetheless, okay, we won't talk about that anymore.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah, I know.
It may have.
It may have.
That led to the touchdown that put Centennial up before the half.
Yep.
That was, I must admit, one of the worst calls I've seen in our 13 years of calling high school sports. Cardinals setting it up to Reinhardt. The attack is long. And it's back to a 6-point lead for Maple Grove.
One of the amazing things is that we've actually been doing this for 13 years. I didn't get you anything. I don't know. What is 13 years like wood or stone?
I do not know. Fig leaf. Olive branch.
It could be an olive branch.
Good attack by Young, but picked up by Engel. Engel will attack back the other way. Kubik is there. Quick set to Reinhardt. And a good job by Mallory Johnson to meet her at the net.
Again, I think a little bit too close.
Keep the ball on the Coon Rapids side.
A little bit too close to the net on that set.
Jones able to play it back over. Cardinals with a nice turn on a solid attack by Davison.
Good stuff block by Reinhardt. That would be, she had 90 stuff blocks coming into this contest, leading the team.
Davison attacking right to the middle of the floor to get the serve back for Maple Grove, and now they will be serving for game point here in game one. Headed to the service line is Elizabeth Maurer.
Well, in that first game of the year, the Cardinals took the first game 27-25.
And Maurer steps in, gets the ace, and ends game one. Maple Grove with a strong finish after Coon Rapids took an early lead. The Crimson come back to win game one, 25-17. We'll take a break and be back with game two from Maple Grove. After this, you're watching Section 5 3A Volleyball on CTN. The higher-seeded home team, Maple Grove, getting the 25-17 win in game one of this section volleyball game. Coon Rapids came from behind early and had the lead at 9-5, but the Crimson went on a tear from there and were able to get out front, keep themselves there, and take the lead after the first game with the 25-17 win.
And the Crimson really can go on the offensive at this point, being up 1-0. They know they've got that first game there. You're going to see some of the stats pretty even on kills, blocks, and aces, just 2-1 for the Crimson. But now the pressure's back on Coon Rapids, trailing one game.
Yeah, a lot of unforced errors, as we talked about, on both sides of the net. Both coaches, I'm sure, a little bit concerned about that. Perhaps the Maple Grove coaching staff a little less concerned because they were able to get the victory. It definitely takes a little pressure off. A big block at the net by Reinhardt and Crafty. Crimson try the other side. Cardinals able to pick it up. Reinhardt attacking the other way, and she gets her fourth kill of the night.
And a nice place kill. It just finds that back left corner.
Good communication on the Crimson side of the net as they let Stieg know that one was going to long.
Well, we talked about Cardinals wanting to be aggressive on their serve. A little bit too aggressive on that one. A little bit too long, and they're trying to go for that back line.
Kubik picking up the serve. Jones plays it. Attacked by Young. And Maple Grove steps under the net. Point Coon Rapids. Attacking in the middle and getting the kill is Mallory Johnson.
A good job again by Mallory Johnson. She's been active this evening for the Crimson.
Maurer to serve. She had the ace to end game one. This time the Cardinals able to turn it around. Young just misses on the near side.
Yeah, Young was going for that side stripe. Pushed it a little bit too far.
Reinhardt attacking. Picked up, passed right back over. Coon Rapids turns it around quickly. Jones's attack is played right back over. Jones attacking again. And it was long, but touched by the Crimson, and we're tied at 3-3.
Went off Crimson player. Sometimes try and get your hands away from those shots, but Cardinals will take the point.
Olivia Young with the serve picked up by Wong. Attacking in the middle was Johnson. Reinhardt attacking the other way. Stuffed but out of play. Coon Rapids point. Wong a little late getting there, but able to play it over. Hammered back down by Reinhardt.
Coon Rapids definitely would like to come into this game too and just take control from start to finish and tie the match up at 1.
Davison attacking, picked up by Kubik. Jones attacking for the Cardinals and gets the kill.
A great placement by Jones.
The early 6-3 lead for Coon Rapids. They led 9-5 in game 1 before the Crimson were able to come back and take control. Wong picked up by Young. Hayes attacking. Crimson able to pick it up. Davison beats it through the block for the kill.
A strong kill by Davison to get that point back, then the serve back for the Crimson, trailing 6-4 here in game 2.
Rebecca Scott at the service line. She was at the service line that helped at the point that the Crimson were able to go on a run to turn game 1 around. Will not have the same effect here as a little miscommunication ends on a bad play on the Crimson side.
Yeah, Mallory Johnson just not getting the hit she wanted on that ball. That'll give the point and the serve back to the Cardinals.
Getting just enough to get it through the block was Aaron Engel for the kill, and the serve right back to the Crimson. Now Mallory Johnson at the service line. Yanni picks it up. Set by Crafty. Jones attacking. Picked up by Johnson. Attacking is Wong. That'll be a kill for Pasiewicz.
And obviously the point and the serve back to the Cardinals, 8-5. Cardinals like try and get on a little bit of a run here. See if they can open this lead.
Poked over, nice save by Yanni. Hayes attacking. And a lift called on Lauren Millen. Engel attacks. Yanni is there. Played over by Engen. Engel attacks again. Stuffed by Engen.
A great job out the front line for Coon Rapids to get that stuff block and the 10-5 lead. Cardinals on a little bit of a run here.
Their biggest lead of the night. And served into the net by Jones.
That'll make it 10-6 in favor of the Cardinals.
Long serve picked up by Yanni. Reinhardt attacking from mid-floor. Pass back. Pasiewicz got there a little late and played it into the net. Engen attacking, a big stuff. Reinhardt. The Cardinals almost able to turn it back around, but a great stuff at the net.
Good stuff in the net, and Reinhardt just about able to get that pass up to the front line to get it back over the net, but that'll make it 10-8 Coon Rapids.
And now 11-8. 2 plays in a row that they had weak passes at the net that both teams went up and put hands on, and both times it ended up on the Maple Grove side of the net. Engel doesn't get the angle.
No angle for Engel?
None. 12-8 with Hayes serving. And sometimes you use the net to your advantage. Second ace of the evening for Megan Hayes.
Lauren Millen trying to return that serve. Realized that the ball just kind of stopped at the net, kind of fell relatively harmlessly to the floor. But there's going to be a little more power behind that one.
Back-to-back aces for Megan Hayes, and a timeout, Maple Grove.
Well, Megan came into this game with 7 aces on the season, so a couple back-to-back for her.
3 in the night.
3 in the night, yep. You see it again. Just a miss hit by the Crimson. 14-8. Coon Rapids looking to be in control here in game 2. Crimson won the first game, and it'll be very important for the Cardinals to tie this one up. Head coach Steve Getchell talking to his squad.
Well, they only took one timeout during the first game, and they were able to come out and get the point out of that timeout.
Cardinals with the opportunity with the service to control here. That's one thing that head coach Megan Lee said they want to control the ball.
Nice diving save by Stieg. Pasiewicz stuffed at the net by Lauren Millen.
A good job by Lauren Millen to time her jump for the stuff. (14-9) in favor of the Cardinals.
Erin Engel to the service line. Just a freshman in the starting lineup. Has a couple of kills tonight.
And if you can play varsity as a freshman, you have some talent.
Service is long. Point and serve right back to the Cardinals. Davison's attack picked up by Pasiewicz. Young attacking the other way. Stieg is there. This one poked over. Nice save by Yanni. And a carry called on Reinhardt.
That'll make it 15-10. Coon Rapids.
Reinhardt puts some power on that one. The Crimson able to get it back over Yanni. And this time just poked over by Reinhardt, but it's enough.
Well, again, when you have that kind of power on your kill, you can do a shot like this. You can just poke it and find that little soft spot on the floor. That point gives the Cardinals the 16-10 lead.
Holding the advantage. Davison attacking. Nice save by Yanni. Reinhardt attacking the other way. It's long.
Now looking to go for that back corner just a little bit too long, but that was a good thought. Defense coming in a little bit, trying to sneak one by him.
Elizabeth Maurer back at the service line for Maple Grove. Reinhardt attacking and got it to the floor.
Well, to get a point quickly and get that serve back.
Another brush on the net, but it works in the Cardinals' favor as Olivia Young picks up an ace.
Oh, that serve came as it brushed the net, came so low to the court. Tough to get any height on that ball to get it back up for a set.
Wong attacking from the left side. She gets the kill.
The Cardinals doing a really good job here in game 2 of controlling the pace.
Rebecca Scott checks back onto the floor and takes over at the service line. Drops it over. Yanni is there. Reinhardt attacking, and she'll get the kill.
Cardinals looking to even this thing up, doing a good job here, as we mentioned, we talked about, of controlling the ball.
Yanni punches it over. Another nice save by Yanni, and she punches it over again. Engel gets it through the block. Cardinals able to get it back over. Wong attacking. Yanni pushes it over. And finally, Johnson able to get it through the block and to the floor.
It was a nice point by both teams. A nice volley by both teams. Nice point by the Crimson. There you can see as it just gets it over that front line.
Jones attacking, picked up by Johnson. Engel pushes it over. Attack and a kill for Megan Hayes.
Cardinals being aggressive. Realizing this is do or die for one of these two teams. One season is over, the other lives to play another day.
Another timeout, Maple Grove. Coon Rapids took the lead here in game 2 at 4-3, and they have held on to it ever since. Their 7-point advantage right now, equal to their largest of the night.
Yeah, nice cushion at 20-13.
And an upset by the Cardinals could be the talk of the town.
Yes, it very well could. And and it's not this wouldn't be a huge. I don't think be a huge upset for Coon Rapids, 8-9 set,
but it would still be an upset.
Absolutely, you're the lower seed in this game.
And it would put the Cardinals into the quarterfinal round against number 1 seeded Osseo on Friday night.
That will be a tough one, no matter who plays Osseo.
Paige Jones to serve with that 20-13 lead for Coon Rapids. Picked up by Stieg. Engel attacking. And just long. 21-13.
A lot of power on that one as well, but as you mentioned, a little bit too much. Oh no, they're gonna say that was in?
No.
Wait.
Oh,
they say it was touched.
Ah.
Wow.
So give Engel the kill and Maple Grove the point. And a carry called on the Cardinals.
A couple of big points for the Crimson to get within 5.
And if you're head coach Megan Lee, how long do you let a Crimson run go before calling timeout? Because there is a weak pass to the net, and Millen made him pay.
I was going to say, if they get the next point, that she may call a timeout at that point if it gets to 2017.
Long serve picked up by Yanni. Engen attacking. She's blocked. Cardinals able to pick it back up. And Millen is there to keep it on the Cardinal side of the net. And the once 7-point lead is back down to 3.
A great serve.
Reinhardt attacking. Nice pickup by Scott. Engel going the other way and gets the kill.
Makes it 20-18. Well, I was a point off. I thought 17, but 18 is the magic number for the timeout, and it's a good timeout for Coon Rapids because they've held that lead, and now they're in danger of relinquishing it, just down by 2. We'll see it again. It's just nice net play by Maple Grove.
Crimson have not been this close in this game 2 since 10-8. Last time the Cardinal lead was down to 2.
Yeah, it does makes me feel a little bit old when you watch the coach of Coon Rapids as somebody who covered as an athlete here at Coon Rapids as well. So I know we've talked about that before, but
one of the many coaches.
Yeah, exactly.
We saw another one of them.
Blake Peterson.
Go
a little crazy off that full reception. He had every reason to go ballistic.
He had the right call.
Yeah.
Alexis Wong serving. Crimson down by 2. Cardinals set up Engen. Picked up by Scott. Attacked by Gilman. Cardinals push it over. Gilman pushes it back. And the Crimson touch the net. Coon Rapids point.
That's a big point for the Cardinals that puts them at 21. No.
Coon Rapids touched the net.
Wow.
I thought that he pointed the other way.
2019.
Weak pass back over. Crimson aren't able to immediately capitalize. Stieg will pass it over. Engen attacking it, Hayes attacking again, but the block in the middle by Lauren Millen, and we're tied at 20.
Yeah, the wheels coming off a little bit here in game 2 for the Cardinals after that big lead that they held. They've allowed the Crimson, and obviously good play by the Crimson to get back right back into this contest.
Good play by a lot of young players on this Crimson team. Millen just a sophomore. Attack and the kill. Gets the lead and the serve back for Coon Rapids.
Yeah, Liz Maurer, the only senior on the Maple Grove squad. Mostly juniors, a few sophomores, and 1 freshman.
Hayes at the service line. And the Crimson unable to return.
If the Cardinals could dodge a bullet here a little bit, they're 3 points away from winning game 2.
Millen pushes it back over. Reinhardt picks it up. Young attacking. Crimson able to set up. Engel. And she hits it wide. 23-20 Coon Rapids. And an ace for Megan Hayes, number 4 tonight, and it's game point Coon Rapids.
I got a little too close for Coon Rapids there, just 1 point away from tying it up.
Stieg is there, the set. Millen in the middle. Picked up by Reinhardt. Millen pushes it back over. Cardinals setting it up. Young attacks. Crimson can't get it back over. The Cardinals have evened the match at 25, at 1 game apiece.
Yeah, nice win for the Cardinals as they move to game 3.
After losing game 1, 25-17, Coon Rapids comes back with a 25-20 win in game 2. We go to the 3rd, and it's anyone's match. Section 5 3A volleyball action. First round, number 8 seed Coon Rapids, number 9 seed Maple Grove. One of these teams will see its season come to an end tonight. Crimson fighting back after a loss in game 1 to even the score. They took the lead early and held on to it throughout most of that contest. Maple Grove came back and made it interesting at the end, tying it up at 20 apiece. But then the Cardinals score 5 straight points to get the 25-20 victory.
That was a great win for the Coon Rapids Cardinals, because if they had fallen behind 2-0, that would have been tough to dig out of that hole. But they're able to even it up, and we're back at square one.
And now it kind of becomes a tournament-style game because it's best of 3. Both offenses playing a little bit better in game 2. The Cardinals' service much better, and their serve return much better as they gave up 0. Alicia Stieg starting with the serve for Maple Grove here in game 3. Jones plays it over. Davison attacking, and she is going to get the kill.
Oh, you talk about some speed on that ball.
Reinhardt attacking, and she'll get the kill the other way.
Now she evens it right back. Again, such a force in the middle for Coon Rapids. It's 6-3, so dominant.
Tori Crafty serving for Coon Rapids. Davison attacking. Kubik, nice save by Jones, played over by Reinhardt. Right down the line for Emily Gilman.
Well, you talk about power and accuracy, just as you mentioned, right down the line. No opportunity for Coon Rapids to do anything with that kill.
As we talked about during game 2, Elizabeth Maurer, the lone senior on this Maple Grove club. Reinhardt bumps it over. Millen is going to be called for the carry.
No, that's Maple Grove's point. I think Cardinals were stepped under the net.
Good strong serve there by Maurer. And a two-hand touch by Crafty. Starting much the way game 1 did, with Maple Grove jumping out to the early lead. You can take him anyway.
Yeah, they'll take it. It doesn't matter. Point's a point.
Typically, you don't want to pass it back over off of the serve, but if you pass it back over and it goes right into a hole for the defense, you'll take it. And Young's serve into the net gives the ball right back to Maple Grove.
5-2 in favor of the Crimson.
Reinhardt's attack right at the back line. That's 10 kills for the Cardinal senior in this match.
Yeah, perfect placement on that kill makes it 5-3.
Engel attacks. And plays it out. And it's a 1-point game. That one came in a little hard on Scott. Now we're able to play it back over. Pasiewicz. Nice save by Scott, but Crimson unable to get it back over.
A good attempt, though, to try and get that back over the net. We're tied up at 5. Well, Cardinals, after falling behind 4-1, doing a good job of getting back into this contest.
Angle, big kill for the freshman.
We talk about some power there as well. Pretty young squad, this Crimson team.
Johnson serve, picked up by Yanni. Played over by Crafty. Cardinals able to keep it up at the net, but not able to get it back over. Jones attacking, picked up by Scott. Scott attacking the other way. Nice save by Yanni. Pushed over by Crafty. Wong's attack, and she finds the floor.
That's going to give the Crimson the 3-point lead at 8-5.
Crafty tried to get tricky.
Or Crafty.
I thought it would just be too silly to say it that way. Engel gets the kill.
I know no boundaries when it comes to silly. Silly is good.
And a nice run for Mallory Johnson at the service line. Picked up by Maurer. And that'll be a kill for Megan Hayes, her 5th.
That's going to end that run at the service line for the Crimson. 9-6 in favor of Maple Grove.
Jones serving for Coon Rapids, serves it long.
Cardinals didn't control the ball on that one. They want to get that opportunity to serve. They want to make sure they keep that service on their side.
Hayes attacking, blocked, but out of play. It'll be a kill for Hayes, a point for Coon Rapids. And Hayes will go to the service line.
Again, a couple of long service back-to-back for Coon Rapids, giving points back to the Crimson.
They now trail 7-11.
Take a big gulp.
And the freshman Aaron Engel at the service line for Maple Grove.
Carry.
Misplay by Young. That'll be an ace for Engel. Reinhardt just able to skip that one over. Carry called against the Crimson.
The fans didn't like that call.
No, they did not.
They didn't agree.
The home crowd rarely agrees when the official rules against their team. Pasiewicz' serve picked up by Steed. Pushed over by Millen. Engen attacking for Coon Rapids. Nice diving save by Wong. Davison attacking, a block by Reinhardt, picked
Great
up
block
by Steed. Gilman attacking. Cardinals able to get it back over. Wong, long set for Davison. She just taps it over. Nice diving attempt by Paige Jones.
It was a nice volley. Again, won by Maple Grove. We're going to see the winning point right there fall to the floor, but that'll give the Crimson the 13-8 lead.
Make it 14 after the ace by Stieg. And a timeout, Coon Rapids.
Yeah, Cardinals no falling behind 14-8. We're tied at 1, but they want to regroup a little bit, talk a little strategy and how, see if they can get back into this third game. Taking obviously a break for a little strategy session, but Maple Grove has to feel pretty good about where they are in this third game at 14-8.
Close to their biggest lead of the night. Yeah. They did get in front by 7 in game 1 before winning that one 25-17, I guess, is their biggest lead at 8 points.
8 points, correct.
Stieg returns to the service line. Engen attacking. Nice pickup by Wong near the back line. Davison for the Crimson, picked up by Yanni. Reinhardt in the middle, taps it over and ends the run.
Reinhardt able to get enough, or as little on that ball as possible to get it up and over the front line of the Crimson. Then backline couldn't get up there quick enough, and Cardinals are trailing 14-9.
And another missed serve. I believe that's 3 in a row.
That's correct.
For Coon Rapids. Mauer's serve picked up by Kubik. Played over by Crafty, and it's long. Hard to go on runs if you can't put the serve in play.
Absolutely.
Reinhardt attacking.
Wow.
Played off the rafter. Still, the Crimson able to play it over. Reinhardt attacking again. Big stuff by Mallory Johnson.
That's a huge stuff by Johnson because that ball had a lot on it. We're going to see it again. Reinhardt able to.
Oh, give it to Wong, actually. Yeah. Reinhardt attacking from the left side. Misses wide, and it's a 9-point Crimson lead.
Maple Grove so far able to control here in game 3.
And that one right on the line. Jones thought it was going out. Another timeout, Coon Rapids.
Yeah, Coach Lee calling a timeout, trailing now by 10. 19-9 in game 3. A win here would obviously give the Crimson control. He tried to close it out in a 4th contest.
While they talk about what's happening on the floor, we'll talk about what's happening on our channel, CTN News, with Steve Erickson and Karen Savanich, and new newscast every Friday at 5:30. And don't forget DC Hollywood with the movie reviews.
Oh, how could you?
You can't.
And he is so analytical with his movie reviews.
Yanni picks it up near the back line. Reinhardt attacking, picked up by Mauer. Tapped over by Johnson. That one just wide by Reinhardt.
long.
Serve is long.
You talk about D.C. Collenberg's movie reviews. I think they approached him from Anoka Ramsey Community College to do a mass media class, but I don't think he could fit it into his schedule.
Wong attacking, got it through the block for the kill. And the Cardinals finally get the serve in play. And the Crimson turn around and take it right back.
Well, they've done a lot of that here in Game 3. Cardinals with just the one opportunity from the service line, not able to get points.
Rebecca Scott at the service line. Yanni picks up the serve. Jones goes wide. Unusual to see Jones try and attack with the right hand. Didn't quite get the angle. Reinhardt's attack picked up by Maurer. Engel. And she did find the corner.
Boy, she just found it too. Got a piece of that tape.
(23-10), the Crimson lead here in Game 3.
That's been all Crimson here in Game 3. They've controlled from start to finish. And they were tied at 5, but that was about it for Coon Rapids.
Scott tried to just drop that one over. Came up short. And Coon Rapids with Alicia Reinhardt at the service line needs a big run. Engel attacking. Yanni got it off the basketball net. And that's how it happens sometimes.
Yep.
And now it's going to be game point. Maple Grove.
Well, again, the story of this game for Coon Rapids, not able to hold serve here.
Yeah, I think their longest run, 3 points. Jones attacking, big stuff by Millen. Game 3 goes to the Crimson.
It was a quick one in Game 3. Maple Grove doing a good job of controlling that. They're up 2-1.
And they will have a chance to close out the Cardinals season in Game 4. We'll have it next on CTN. Back at Maple Grove High School, the Crimson with a 2-1 lead as we head to Game 4 of this Section 5 AAA playoff game. Coon Rapids didn't factor much into Game 3. Crimson jumped out early and ran away with it. Got the lead up to 10, 11 points and cruised to the relatively easy 25-11 victory.
Yeah, they controlled that contest, this particular game from start to finish, and really they've been the aggressor pretty much. Even though the Cardinals won that second game all match long, there you see 8 kills for the Crimson versus 5, and really had a couple blocks and 3 aces. Just controlled that game. Coon Rapids couldn't get much going. And
the big thing for Coon Rapids in Game 3, they just could not get on a roll. They could not control their serve. They could not win their serve. And when one team gets out to a big lead and you're unable to be productive on your serve, you have little chance of getting back into the contest.
Well, now their backs are up against the wall because they know that they lose this one, their season is over.
Pasiewicz serves to start Game 3. Huge shot by Millen, and she'll get the kill.
And as much as they know that, the Crimson know that they're in control, and they just want to be able to put this game away and move on to the next round.
Steeg's serve is into the net. Well, we'll see if the team on the right side of the net wins again.
Yeah. It's been kind of the lucky side so far.
So far. Long tipped it over. Young couldn't get on top of it.
Serving number 12, Mr. Howard.
Young attacking, picked up by Wong. Davison, picked up by Kubik. Reinhardt puts it to the floor.
With authority. She blasted that one to the court. We're tied up at 2.
Johnson tips it past the block attempt for the point, Maple Grove.
Well, we've seen that by both sides a little bit tonight. Just that soft little push over the net.
Rebecca Scott back onto the floor and back at the service line. And she misses the side. So now Maple Grove having a little trouble putting their service in play. Johnson attacking, picked up near the back line by Reinhardt. Jones, and it was into the net.
We'll give the early 4-3 lead to Maple Grove. We saw Maple Grove go on a nice run with their service in game 3.
Reinhardt attacks, picked up by Scott. Engel pounds it. Reinhardt is there, tipped to the floor by Millen.
Doing a nice job of just tipping that ball back over, making sure she did not touch the net.
Engel is an awfully nice player for a freshman.
Yeah, freshman, absolutely.
She put some real power on the attack, and Reinhardt got under it, but couldn't help but play it right back up to the net. Millen made the Cardinals pay. Scott attacking, blocked by Jones. Crimson able to play it back over. A little bit of a scramble, but Coon Rapids gets it to the Maple Grove side. Here comes Engel again, and she gets it through the block of Jones.
And a nice job of setting her up as well. She's able to reach her highest point.
Jones attacking, and she will get the kill.
Now Paige Jones with a very aggressive move.
And she will head to the service line. Picked up by Scott. Scott plays it over. A little miscommunication by the Cardinals. It almost fell, but they get it over. Crimson set up, and Engel plays it into the net. Hey, Coach Steve Getchell over there grabbing his head and pulling his hair out a little bit. Did not like the way that his team was rotating on the floor.
Good job by the Cardinals on the serve. It's kind of caught the Crimson napping a little bit. Cuts the lead to 1.
I thought that should have tied it. It did.
Oh, it did. That's right.
And the two-hand touch. Coon Rapids has its first lead since game 2. Jones right down the line for the ace.
That's a beautiful serve by Paige Jones. Head coach Steve Getchell not happy. He knows his team is one game away from moving on. The Cardinals doing a good job of making sure that they want to keep their season alive.
5-point run right now for Coon Rapids. Engel plays it back over. Hayes attacking, but into the net.
Well, as you mentioned, nice little run for the Cardinals. But Crimson now getting the serve back. That's the one thing that they didn't want to do is fall behind too far before they get the opportunity to get the service back.
Long serve picked up. Cardinals running a little bit, pushed over by Engen. Engel plays it back over for the Crimson. Hayes couldn't quite get there in time to attack. Set goes to Gilman. She gets it through the block for the point, and we're tied at 8.
Good job, good set to Gilman.
Engen thought that one was going to go wide. Instead, it's right on the line, and an ace for Alexis Wong. And Wong serves it into the net.
They'll tie it up at 9.
His serve picked up by Steve. Attacking is Gilman. Cardinals able to pick it up, set up for Engen. And her attack just out the back line. Little time taken between points here as our line judges are also the ball return. Carried by Jones. It was a little bit of a misplay by Reinhardt on the serve.
Make it 11-9 Maple Grove.
Great kill right down the line for Alicia Reinhardt.
I'll make it 11-10 Maple Grove.
Pasiewicz with the serve. Picked up by Davison. Gilman will just push it over. Cardinals set it up in the middle for Reinhardt, and she'll get another kill.
Again, you set it up to Reinhardt in the middle. Opportunity for the Cardinals to get points. We're tied at 11.
14 kills tonight for Alicia Reinhardt.
It's a nice evening.
Engel attacking from the ways back, played right back over. Millen wanted to put that back to the floor and couldn't quite get up high enough. Coon Rapids into the lead, 12-11.
Yeah, a little bit, she tipped that one up a little bit behind her players.
And now an ace for Pasiewicz.
Coach Getchel's going to call a timeout. Doesn't like what he sees on the court from his athletes. We'll talk about things as they trail 13-11 in Game 4.
Well, the team on the right side of the net has won each of the first 3 games and now leading here in game number 4.
Little strategy session there by Coach Getzel. Kind of settling his team down a little bit, trailing by 2 with the match in their sights. Cardinal bench.
And Pasiewicz serve is wide. That's the key. After timeout, you want to get the point coming out.
You do.
And Coach Getchel's Crimson did get that point. Not necessarily by earning it, but they got it.
Well, Cardinals get it right back. And
they do indeed.
And get the serve right back as well, obviously.
Crafty's serve into the net.
Well, they're again, Coach Lee talking about controlling the ball, and you get the serve, you have to be able to control that serve and get points, especially in a game where you're
facing
a game away
the end
from
of
elimination.
The season.
Yep.
Yanni will pass it over. Steed set for Wong, picked up by Crafty. Reinhardt tips it over. Davison is there. Johnson attacking and getting the kill. And we're tied at 14.
We'll see if this is where if the Crimson get the game, or this particular game, to turn here on their service, as they tied it up.
Mauer's serve picked up by Yanni. Young attacks, picked up by Wong. Steed plays it over. Young attacking again, picked up by Davison. Quick set. And not quite high enough. Johnson played it into the net.
Set needed to be a little bit higher, and she's not able to clear it over the net.
Olivia Young serves it long. Again, 3 straight serves for the Cardinals that they have not been able to put in play.
Well, we saw that in game 3.
Rebecca Scott back onto the floor and at the service line. Punched over. Johnson in the middle, blocked by Reinhardt.
Now it's a point. It's back and forth in this game 4.
Attacking and right to the corner by Rebecca Scott.
That was beautiful.
And we're tied again at 16. Coon Rapids going to take a timeout with Maple Grove retaking the lead, 17-16.
And I think that's a good timeout for Megan Lee to bring her squad over, talk about things right in this contest. They don't want to lose any ground.
Who are those jokers?
They're a couple of dorks.
A couple of knuckleheads. But hey, we have fun.
Not enough dancing by you or I.
Yeah. But boy, when they get it, man, that'll never go away, ever.
Well, we should know better, actually.
We should.
Yeah, but we don't.
No.
We like to give them a little bit of fodder.
Mallory Johnson is served for the Crimson. Picked up by Hayes. Played over by Yanni. Engel is there. Engel will attack. Big save by Yanni. Hayes attacking right down the line for the kill.
Beautiful, beautiful job by Megan Hayes to get that point for the Cardinals. We're tied up at 17.
Scott there to pick up the serve by Jones. Millen just barely able to get that one over. Hayes attacking, she'll get another kill. Coon Rapids back in front.
Well, so far, good timeout for Coon Rapids. Going to pick up a couple of points, take the lead.
And now an ace for Paige Jones. Her second tonight. And it's a 2-point lead late in this game 4. Millen plays it over. Hayes attacking, but into the net.
Now Crimson needed that point in the return of service. Trailing by 1.
Alexis Wong to the service line. Yanni is there. Hayes attacking, blocked. Nice save by Yanni. Poked over and to the floor by Paige Jones.
Just a great play by Paige, just to put that soft little touch over the net. They're up by 2 at 2018. Watch just a little push over the front line.
Just a great diving save by Michelle Yanni.
Absolutely.
Gilman gets the kill down the line.
This is a tight game 4, Joe. 2019 Coon Rapids in the lead.
Aaron Engel at the service line for the Crimson. Yanni there to pick it up. Reinhardt from midcourt. It's wide, we're tied. Engen attacking. Wong plays it right back over. And the Cardinals touch the net.
That's a big point for the Crimson, 21-20. And the Cardinals are going to
time out, Coon Rapids. Their last timeout was effective. They were able to come out and get a couple of points. And regain the lead. And now they need the same thing to happen again.
Oh, they do, and again, a good timeout for Megan Lee. You're really on the brink at this point, 21-20. You just got to calm your girls down and set up a little strategy on how you want to deal with the remaining points in this contest.
We got pizza available. 1 o'clock. All you can eat? No, not all you can eat.
It was an interesting one. I think you could say that one was a little close to the net.
Yeah.
Nice save by Yanni again. Reinhardt attacking. She gets the kill.
Boy, Reinhardt with a big kill to put the Cardinals in a tie at 21.
One of the Cardinal seniors does not want to end her career.
Just what I was thinking.
Pasiewicz serving, picked up by Steve. Davison passes it over. Reinhardt again. Nice pickup by Gilman. Reinhardt, she had the right idea, but hit it just a bit wide. And Maple Grove in front by a point. Trying to take advantage of the weak pass over. Stieg to serve, picked up by Kubik. Reinhardt attacking again, but into the net. Or was that a block?
No,
that was a block and out of bounds. Coon Rapids ball. I thought that was into the net.
I thought so as well.
So give Reinhardt yet another kill. And we're tied at 22. This time picked up by Stieg. Davison in the middle, or Johnson rather, in the middle. Nice one-arm save by Kubik, but the Cardinals can't return it.
A good hustle back by Paige Jones trying to get that. We'll see it again where the block is. Well, I don't know. That
it looked like it bounced back off the top of the net.
Yeah, it looked like it came off the tape at the top of the net to me.
Either way, we have Maple Grove with a 1-point lead late here in Game 4, trying to end the Cardinal season. Jones punches it over. Davison attacking. And the block by Reinhardt. We're tied at 23.
Well, the Cardinals do not want their season to end.
Young serve picked up by Stieg. Long attacking and way long. And the Cardinals will have game point. Timeout, Maple Grove.
Yeah, Maple Grove talks about thinking they had the opportunity, but Coon Rapids just one away from sending into a fifth and final game.
Well, we knew it was going to be tight, an 8 and a 9 seed.
Yep.
And it has lived up to that. Especially here in game number 3 or 4.
Well, you know, give credit to the Cardinals, because in game 3, they were handled pretty easily by Maple Grove, and you know they could have just been out of it, but they came back and they've fought all the way through this 4th game, and they're a point away from winning it.
Crimson hoping the timeout will break the Cardinals' concentration a little bit. Olivia Young serving with game point. Wong attacking, and she found the corner. We're tied at 24.
Yeah, big kill for her.
Great timeout for the Crimson.
Yep.
Rebecca Scott returning to the service line. Hayes attacking, it's long. It will be match point, Maple Grove.
That's a big miss, a big point for the Crimson.
And Scott plays along. We're going to extra points. Suppose we were already there.
Yeah, we were there.
Tied at 25. Reinhardt.
Little reprieve for the Cardinals.
And the Cardinals desperately get that one back over the net. No miscommunication, but the Crimson able to play it over. Jones pokes it over. Wong is there. Engel on the set. Picked up by Yanni. Pasiewicz attacking, and she gets the kill. The Cardinals have game point again.
Wow. You couldn't ask for a better game 4 than this.
Reinhardt serve picked up by Stieg. Johnson attacks, picked up by Yanni. Jones attacking. Stieg is there. Wong fires it. Reinhardt is there. Hayes just needs to pass it over. Couldn't get it back around the post. We're tied at 26. And now Mallory Johnson at the service line. Big block. Jones attacks. Picked up by Scott. And another misplay by the Crimson. Puts the Cardinals back at game point.
Big service coming up here for Coon Rapids.
Paige Jones trying to send it to a fifth and final. Picked up by Scott. Engel attacking. Reinhardt attacking the other way, misses out. We're tied at 27.
Oh, you know, and that's the player you want taking the shot just a little bit too long. Or say a little bit too wide.
Pushed over by Jones. The Crimson somehow keep that one off the floor.
Wow.
Reinhardt attacking into the net. It will be match point for Maple Grove. Their second match point. The Cardinals have had game point 3 times. Alexis Wong. Picked up by Yanni. Engen attacking. Punched back over by Scott. This one passed over. Engel attacking, a big block.
Wow.
And we're tied again at 28.
You talk about team doesn't want to go away. Coon Rapids doing a great job making sure that they are not eliminated.
Ashley Engen on the block. Engen attacking, and she'll get the kill. The Cardinals will have game point again. Stieg there for Zach Gilman, plays it long, and we are going to go to a fifth and final game. The Cardinals holding out in a nail-biter to get the 30-28 win.
Yeah, give them a lot of credit. Great job to tie it up to move to that fifth and deciding game.
We will take a break, and we will have that fifth and final contest for you next on CTN. You're watching Playoff Volleyball. Game 4 of this Section 5 3A tournament game turned into a marathon, with the Cardinals just refusing to dive, but the Crimson continuing to fight to try and put the Cardinals away. Coon Rapids, though, in the end, able to get the final couple of points and get the 30-28 victory and force a fifth and final.
Yeah, and we talked about this great job by the Cardinals too, after being relatively handled easily in Game 3 to come back and win Game 4 and set it into this fifth and final game. 12 kills for Coon Rapids. Really did a great job.
And it all comes down to 1 game to 15.
Yep. And you talk about this side of the court, the court that the side the Cardinals are on. That's been the winning court in each and every game. See if that holds true here.
Coon Rapids certainly hoping so. The Crimson, not so much. Crimson will start with the serve, Alicia Stieg. And Stieg plays the first point into the net.
The beginning of this game is so important for both these teams. They obviously want to jump out to a quick lead, only playing to 15 points.
Johnson attacking in the middle, right on the line. Evens it at a point apiece.
Serving number 12,
Elizabeth Maurer to serve for the Crimson. Nice block by Davison.
Crimson taking the early lead here in Game 5, 2-1. And the key is obviously ball control and holding serve.
I think Coach Getchell is more than a little unhappy, and I think he's right. That's the second time he said it's a block out of bounds that Reinhardt has attacked and looked to be in the net, but instead it's called a blocked ball out of bounds.
See it again here. Yeah,
I think he's got a very legitimate beef there.
Absolutely.
Reinhardt stepping up and putting Coon Rapids in front, 3-2. Wong gets it over. Another big stop at the net, and Alicia Reinhardt pounds it to the floor again.
Oh, your big gun in the middle, able to control the play, and then she does. She smokes it to the corner. 4-2 Coon Rapids.
You can't put weak passes up at the net when you have a hitter like Alicia Reinhardt on the other side. And two-hand touch. It's a 5-2 Coon Rapids lead. And a timeout.
Yeah, and that's a good timeout for Maple Grove, trailing 5-2. An opportunity to talk things over, regroup a little bit. And a nice start for the Cardinals.
Hot dogs, 50 cents. Cookies, 50 cents.
Oh, hot dogs, 50 cents, Joe. It's a heck of a deal.
Excuse me. I have somewhere to be.
Yeah. We'll be right back.
That's right. Please enjoy the sounds of the game from here on out.
Highlights Hennon's going to do a little serenading. Sing to everybody while we go get a couple of hot dogs.
And some cookies. Don't
and
forget
the cookies, 50-cent cookies. It's a heck of a deal.
Coon Rapids serving with a 5-2 lead here in Game 5. Wong attacking, and she puts it on the floor.
Maple Grove, that's a good timeout. They know they're going to have to get some quick points here. They don't want to fall too far behind.
Rebecca Scott at the service line. Reinhardt makes that one look easy.
.6-3 lead for the Cardinals. Winner of this team will play the number 1 seed Osseo Orioles on Friday evening.
That one just found the dead zone.
Serving number 10, Mallory Johnson.
Actually, if you go back to that, what they called was a block out of bounds, we should be tied at 5.
Jones attacking, and she sends it long. Well, if it wasn't a catch on the sidelines, we might have been tied 7 at the half last night.
Well, yeah.
Just had to remind you.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. I was trying to put that in the back part of my mind.
Nice kill for Megan Hayes. Paige Jones to serve.
Make it 7-6, favor the Cardinals.
Hayes. And she found the back line.
She certainly did. Makes it 8-6, favor the Cardinals.
A little luck never hurt.
Nope.
Gilman attacking, a great save by Reinhardt, but the Cardinals can't do anything with it.
Serving number 2, Karen Pinkville.
And the freshman Aaron Engel at the service line for Maple Grove. And that's long.
Yeah, you have to be really sure that ball's going to go long before you let it go. But good job by Yanni to measure that one out.
And now the Cardinal freshman, Pasiewicz, serving. Davison attacking, and she found a hole in the defense.
Game's not all about power. An opportunity there just to tap a soft one down to the floor.
Reinhardt plays it over. Set for Johnson in the middle. Yanni able to keep it up. Nice save by Jones, but the play over the net is out of bounds. We're tied at 9.
We talked about this in the beginning of the game. Two teams that 8 and 9 seed could be anybody's contest, and that's exactly the way that it's played out.
Let's just play to 6. First one to 6, win by 2.
Yeah.
We'll play Osseo on Friday. Huge block right there by Mallory Johnson.
Cardinals call timeout. Good timeout again by Coach Megan Lee. Cardinals trailing by 1, obviously in this crucial deciding contest game. I want to make sure that they have everything that they need to do, every plan set in order before they take the court again here, trailing 10-9.
Oh,
a couple of
not
dorks
those
again.
guys again.
They're everywhere.
How old is that, I wonder?
It's not that old.
Well, it's not the original. I know
Josh says 3 years.
I know the original one. I still had a full head of hair.
Yeah.
Not so much anymore.
It happens.
I'm a parent now. I'm
I
gonna blame it
bet
all
they
on
could add a little hair to you somehow.
blame it all on my son.
That's nice.
Hair didn't start falling out until I had a kid.
Yeah. Keep telling yourself that.
Stieg serving with a 10-9 lead. Reinhardt attacking right into the corner.
She was going to make sure that the Cardinals tied the score up at 10 with authority to the corner.
She's got 3 kills in this game. 21 tonight. Tori Crafty serving. Let's play to 5, win by 2. Reinhardt pokes it over. Nice save by Wong. Pushed over by Davison. Reinhardt pounds. Oh, wow. I thought that one found the line, but apparently not.
I thought so too. Going to give the Crimson the 1-point lead, 11-10. And I think that Lisa Reinhardt thought that one hit the line as well. We'll see it here. Wow.
Elizabeth Maurer to serve for the Crimson with a 1-point lead again. And she plays it into the net. We're tied. Let's play to 4, win by 2. And now the Cardinals with a 1-point lead.
12-11. Talk about a seesaw battle.
Jones plays it over. Wong stuffed. Crimson able to keep it up. Maurer plays it over. Reinhardt attacking, stuffed, but out of bounds.
They'll give the Cardinals the 13-11 lead, and Maple Grove calling another timeout. They're talking about it. They know they're a couple of points away from elimination.
This next point, crucial for the Crimson.
Yeah, absolutely crucial for the Crimson. They don't want to go down 14-11.
It would give Coon Rapids match point.
Yep, and give them a couple of opportunities to put it away.
Yeah, Crimson had a couple of match points in Game 4, but were unable to capitalize. There's a look. Winner goes on to play Osseo, Spring Lake Park, and Mounds View will play in the quarterfinals, the 4 and 5 seeds. It's obviously just a part of the 11-team section bracket, the upper portion. The serve is long.
That was huge. That was huge.
Serving number 4, Rebecca Scott.
And Rebecca Scott serving for the Crimson. Nice save by Kubik. Reinhardt found the line. The Cardinals will have match point.
Yeah, it definitely found that line. There's no question about that one.
Cardinal fans in full voice as Reinhardt serves for the match. Wong attacking. It's wide. This one's over. The Coon Rapids Cardinals come from behind to pull off the minor upset and advance to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, just a great job. You know, give the Cardinals credit after Game 3 being handled so well by the Crimson, coming back in Game 4 and winning that one, and then taking it in a 5th and final deciding game.
Yeah, and just that marathon victory in Game 4, really the huge turning point. You know, looked after Game 3 perhaps, Maple Grove had a relatively easy time getting the win in Game 3. It looked like they might be able to close it out quickly in Game 4, but instead the Cardinals led almost the entire 4th game and pulled it out in dramatic fashion, 30-28. And then in Game 5, they come in and they get the 15-12 victory. They led almost the entire 5th game.
Now, one thing the Crimson can take away from this loss is the fact they only lose one senior on the season. they're a young team. They'll come back with virtually the same squad next year as they had this year. But there's a number of seniors on the Cardinal team, and they are definitely very excited. They are moving on to Friday night to take on the number 1 seed Osseo Orioles.
And as we talked about a little earlier, I think the Cardinals lost 3-1 when they faced Osseo.
They did.
But all 3 of their losses, they were close contests.
Yep.
So they know that they can play well against the much favored Orioles. And they know after tonight that they are going to have a lot of confidence going into Friday night.
Yeah, they definitely will, and they, it's important to have that confidence build on this win coming into Friday night's contest. And they know that it's not going to be an easy task for them against the Orioles, but hey, they'll be the giant killer on Friday night, hopefully. Head coach Megan McLean obviously happy that her squad is now into the next level.
And there it is, 7 o'clock on Friday night. The Cardinals at Osseo to take on the top seed in the Section 5 AAA tournament, the Orioles. Big 5-game win here.
Yeah,
in the first round of the section.
Huge win for the Cardinals, and now they regroup. They don't get much time to rest as they get a day off and they go right back at it on Friday evening.
And that is going to do it for our coverage of the Section 5 AAA first round contest. Again, the final score, it's the Cardinals in 5, 25-17 in favor of Crimson in Game 1. Cardinals win Game 2 25-20. 25-11 Crimson in Game 3. 30-28 Coon Rapids in Game 4. And then 15-12 they win in the 5th and final. That's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including the one and only Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying goodnight.